Oh, I think I see but what the I see what they're feeding to people. In right, this is, but right, keeping in mind the people who don't want, people who have healthcare who uninformed. They themselves are uninformed about what's entailed in the Affordable Care Act. They just looking at problems which should be sorted out. But I see what they're feeding people about they're putting it in, there's Obama's in denial. There's a disaster with it's already causing problems. That's how they're defeating the heads of people fucking rich uncle who just doesn't think people should have health care for no apparent reason, but they're the op-eds, right? That what it is this, you could, people thought it was gonna be quick, order something online or something, and you click one thing and the thing gets to you, right? Right, but what they're citing is let's see, it's wrought with problems. I guess the whole thing has to be repealed. Is that right? It turns out you go on the website to sign up, you're then you're contacted by someone who then says, well, in a couple days, we're sending you the different plans you could sign up for, and then we'll start the process, that kind of thing, was on people. Some people thought it would be buying a lamp off eBay. It would be that quick, but no, you have to look. There's several plans available. You're gonna hear about, then you sign up for the one that works for you. It's not like buying a antique lamp on eBay, exactly right. But there's affordable health care. That's the kind of thing all the op-eds are saying is. Using words like disaster, right? They got into the speeches of the people who are opposing it for no reason. Right, we hear it's a disaster, and then it's in all the op-eds, these technical problems that are proof that it doesn't work or something. When people are like this, like I said, I'd love to do more. I to do more to but you can't see. That's why, person like myself, give you the radicalized point of view. Don't even know because we know who's in the public, and it's I've personally dealt with the people who just don't want to be healthcare. No matter how you try to explain to them, you gotta I don't know, but I mean, right? I mean, Jesus Christ, I mean. So I can't see. That's just it. The mainstream version of things is so. It just, when you follow it in a mainstream way, what's taking place, yeah, it makes you just sort of sick to your stomach. But I've always known about the public mind, and it's thought disorders about things. But yeah, they're getting material now in their op-eds about turns out it's not like buying a lamp on eBay. There's a second step where you look at that, where you're contacted to look at the plans or something. That's why it's a disaster, they're saying. Also, all the problems coming behind, it's good. There's not much more I could say. Like I said, is just looking at the op-eds, what they're telling people, but they're telling people what they want to hear, who just don't. I don't know, who perceive they're defending a philosophy, when they just think, that statism's coming when people get healthcare. Persons like myself are divorced from all that because it's like that. Because trying to see why people think what they do, you just say I'm uninterested in this, and you just start looking at the complete reality and take a radicalized point of view. The mind of the public and what they respond to when the senators talk and see, that's just it. I've had dinner with my fucking uncle. He doesn't have a job. There shouldn't be healthcare. The things he says don't really make any sense because he doesn't have a position on it. He just, I don't know. There's some type of the baby boom, fears statism coming or something. So he's right, but he does get his dialogue. It never makes sense what he's saying, but and then we just move on to other conversation. But right, he gets it from op-eds like that, because there's a second step in signing up where they tell you the plans, or it's not like buying a fucking lamp on eBay. That's why it should be repealed. Right? I mean, that's a mentality, but that's why persons like me stay away from mainstream politics. Can't believe the public mind, and it's and what people respond to and what they think. What I don't. It's so hard to weigh in it. All on acid or something. The public is not something I understand the psychology of. But yeah, it looks like now, right, this is the new thing is to say it's hard to sign up or whatever, and then bring on one person who's like, it turns out like there's a, I can't tell you any more of this. I'm not aware of the mainstream thing, partly because I just can't. Both sides of the public that split 50-50 on political things. Like I think there are massive slobs who doesn't think clearly. So I'm unaccustomed to commenting on such things. But like we hope we did enough like to try to explain the someone took those videos I took down the wrong way. Errors are part of the game. I don't know.